Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you. I know because you see me in what you are wearing every day. Don't worry. Next week, you see me with Agbada. Even with this, I'm not comfortable enough. I need to get used to it. Good morning. Wow. Happy New Year. A new beginning. Viewers, Happy New Year, a new beginning. Take it, believe it. You say, Happy New Year, you are talking of faith. You want to wine and dine with God? Faith. Only faith pleases Him. No alternative. No shortcut. God wants to be involved in our life as mothers. Tell your neighbor, God wants to be involved in our life as mothers. You know, mother, good mother. Want to be involved is concerned about you, concerned about us. You want to be involved as mothers in our life. So we just have to allow Him by faith. Allow Him. That is why He tells us to pray. And the case now is prayer is a work of faith. You can't just rise and... You know, the Christian we have today all over the world, we have a lot of challenges. We can be a man of prayer, but perhaps not a man of faith. Tell your neighbor, you can be a man of prayer, but perhaps not a man of faith. Tell your neighbor again. I can hear you. So when you see your neighbor, it can be a man of prayer, but perhaps not a man of faith. That is the problem. That is just the problem. You don't know who is praying. You can be a man of prayer, but perhaps not a man of faith. So this is what's happening all over the world today. You see people fire, prayer, prayer, prayer. 24 in your house. Who is praying? When you are a man of prayer and not a man of faith, you are saying word. Tell your neighbor. You are saying word. When you are a man of prayer, not a man of faith, you are saying word. But when you are a man of prayer and man of faith, you are praying prayer. You can be saying word. That is, you are talking to yourself and talking to people around you, but not God. Saying word is different from praying prayer. Millions of prayer are prayed with almost no faith. I repeat again. Millions of prayer are prayed with almost no faith. This is what is happening. This is why there is no result. This is why people charge us prayer churches everywhere. But the effect we cannot see. Millions of prayer are prayed with almost no faith. So it's possible. So when you now see people that praying, be conscious. Is it really a man of faith? Because you can be a man of prayer and perhaps not man of faith. You can be a woman of prayer, but perhaps not a woman of faith. And when a woman of prayer and not a woman of faith, you are saying word. That is, don't talk. Talk to people. People around you will hear you. He's praying. And you yourself will hear yourself, but God. Sometimes it's very frustrating to be talking to someone who is not a man of faith. But this is why we allow the testimony of people. Because the Bible says when you see God reliable, you put your trust in him. That is reliable. He can do it for me. He has done it for this person. I can see what God has done. What God has done now is even greater than the one I'm looking for. He has given greater blessing to this person. But what I'm looking for is a small one. He will do it for me. You put your trust. If you pay attention to God's word, you will find that faith comes spontaneously. Spontaneously. Pay attention. With all your heart. It's just simple. That is. When you look at your Bible, you agree with me, hey, no faith, no God for you. Open your Bible to the book of Luke 8, verse 25. Hear God's word. Where is your faith? That is the language. That is Luke 8, 25. You say, where is your faith? If I cannot find your faith, I cannot talk to you. If I talk to you, you cannot receive. You say, where is your faith? So I'm here today to ask you, where is your faith? That's Luke 8, verse 25. Where is your faith? That's what I say, where is your faith? So it's like, where is your Bible? That is God's words. Where is your faith? In Mark 4:40, did you hear what God said there? He said, do you still have no faith? After he has met them many times. Do you still have no faith? For you to know the importance of it? Do you still have no faith? Ask your neighbor. That is the question again. In every area. When you look at the book of John 20:27, it says, stop doubting and believe. The worst one in that book of Mark 16:14, he said, when he see their lack of faith, he rebuked them, cast them, pin. You see, they have no faith. He rebuked them. That they are not for him, and they can never be for him without faith. So therefore, when you see people praying, it will be too early for you to say, it's a child of God or a woman of faith. Because one can be a woman of prayer, but perhaps not a woman of faith. Because it's difficult. People don't know. People just believe that once you pray, you pray. No. Saying words is different from prayer. Let's take it down. Go and think about it. And stop wasting your time. And say, I pray, no answer. I pray, no result. When you are saying words, when you are talking, you are saying words. You say you pray. Saying words is different from praying prayer. So my answer, I fast. The same thing. You can be fasting, and that's for you and people around you. God is a cheerful giver. He wants to heal you, he wants to bless you, he wants to deliver you. It's because he's so much concerned about you. He loves you. Now to reach him, prayer is the master key. And prayer is a work of faith. Work of faith. Well, they're going to find time, sit down and meditate over this. I'm just a woman of prayer, not a woman of faith. I'm just saying word, not praying prayer. All this while. Oh, I'm just saying word. I'm just talking to people, talking to myself, not even to God. Oh, what a shameful thing. Very embarrassing. Oh, I thought I was praying to God. I thought I was praying to God. Oh. Now to have faith, if you pay attention, you will find that faith comes spontaneously, that is naturally. Attention. What is attention? All your heart, your soul. All your heart, you listen to what they are saying. Not here and at home. Not here and also monitor your business. Instead of leaving your business for God. Some are here and their mind also over there. All your heart. You have to be very inquisitive. Find out the truth, and the truth will set you free. Don't just take everything you hear. You don't just take everything you hear, you see. You must examine them in the light of God's word. To examine it in the light of God's word is to have God, what is this? God, what is that? God, tell me more. God, examine everything. We have come a long way. You have been to many places, a lot of places of worship. You have seen enough. To say enough is to say, no, this is the truth. This is the false. God loves you. How do you know God loves you? when you don't love him and he loves you? How will you appreciate this? You say amen. How? Can somebody tell me how do you know God loves you? Without correspondent. If I love you and you don't love me, what kind of law is that? No correspondence. I love you and you don't love me. By your way, by your action, by your attitude, you don't love me. So what kind of law is that? There must be a reciprocate. Huh? If I love you and you don't respond, what kind of law is that?
That's a good love.
Yeah. That is the love you have for God. We seem to be more of his enemy than his friend. More of his enemy than his what? His friend. Our challenges that's supposed to draw us close to God seems to take us off, take us away from God. And that is the purpose of challenging. The purpose of challenging is to draw us close. Yeah? Your challenges, whatever you are going through, naming, sickness, hardship, setback, just name whatever you are going through, are to draw you closer to him. But opposite is the case today. How many years are we taking to find out the truth? For how long shall we continue finding out the truth? Is it God? Is it there? Is it challenging? Is it devil? Is it there? For how long? What we received last year, where is it? What are you asking for? What we are asking for today are those things you have received in the past. But because we lack maintenance. So God wants to do awesome things. Because of lack of dynamic faith, those things cannot be done through us. Lack of dynamic faith limits what God can do through us. No, faith is a coin, heavenly currency. How much you have is how much you get. Then you go to the market, you have $1 million. You cannot get more than that $1 million in the market. It's what you have, it's what you get. So this faith we talk about is heavenly currency to get heavenly resources. Healing, salvation, blessing, breakthrough, we get them, we buy them. You can purchase heavenly resources with heavenly currencies. How much you get is how much you obtain. Your faith took you here today. Will the same faith also get you what you want here? For how much will this faith obtain? That is it. Your faith get you here today. Look at the analysis I've given you. The voice of God. You say, where is your faith? That you, if you don't have faith, it cannot address you. Where is your faith? Do you still have no faith? That is, after much address and teaching and message, we have been to churches, we are Christian, yet you still have no faith? That is the question. Stop doubting and believe. because of lack of faith, he rebuked brethren in the book of Mark 16, verse 14. He rebuked them. You are a Satan. You are a devil. Get behind me. And I said, don't let us waste our time. If you know how to pray and you are buying a book which teaches you how to pray, you can be a woman of prayer, but perhaps not a woman of faith. Because many of you have books that teach you, when you are praying, you have your words. The booking you have, you can pray. You can be a woman of prayer, but perhaps not a woman of faith. And if you pray without faith, you are saying word. So you can now think of challenges you have been facing. Pray, 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 pray. Not yet come. It may be you are saying well, not praying prayer.